I love iced coffee. If you'd like to buy me one, just go to buymeacoffee.com/fortherecordyourhonor.
Energy Supercross Saturday.
I'll have to call them back.
Please consider making a donation or leave a tip for the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe is free.
Who is it, girl? Tell Mama. Damn.
Hello, package 4. For the record, Your Honor.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Linda, and this is For the Record, Your Honor. While we have a weekend off from Motocross, I figured let's gather some updates and information before we return for the Southwick National, which is actually not too far from where I am, but I probably won't be attending. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty expensive and jam-packed. Not only does Nitty Gritty not like big crowds, but I, too, can't stand being behind tall-ass people who don't give a shit that I'm short. So I know the outcome of attending already, and unfortunately, sorry not sorry, it's not worth it. Not for those prices and my knee and my impatient temper around massive amounts of people. Just saying, Southwick is absolutely awesome, and if you are a supporter or consistent viewer, you already know we have been to the WIC 338 a few times, and it will be seen in the documentary that we're working on, and most likely we'll be there again soon, so stay tuned. After the last motocross race at High Point, we witnessed something go terribly wrong for Chance Hymas, who was recently a winner in the 250 class and outdoor season. The Honda HRC rider after the race was seen in background pits footage where his 450 teammate Jett went over to him and showed him some love and support as a distraught Hymas looked heartbroken. As his injury was not really clear at that moment, it had been heavily speculated that he may be suffering with another torn ACL or meniscus. Either or, it's not fun, trust me. It can cause you irreparable damage with or without surgery sometimes. Where in past years, He has re-injured his left knee multiple times. This time was different. It's his good leg, the right. I feel for him. I can't imagine suffering issues and pain in both legs and knees like that. One is enough and already a nightmare, especially on rainy days. Those who know, know. At first, the HRC team had spoken out, releasing statements saying they are pretty sure something is going on, just not exactly sure what it is, and plan to have it checked out by a specialist. Lars Lindstrom, the Honda team manager, spoke nicely about Chase and made it clear that there is a concern. Later this week, we had breaking news that Chance Hymas indeed is injured and officially out for the rest of the motocross outdoor season till further notice, to be determined after healing time and physical therapy and rehab. The second moto at High Point was a low point for sure for this rider. After medical examinations this week, it had been confirmed that he has a torn ACL and some other issues as well. This is a bummer for his fans, Honda, and Chance himself, of course, but this is now an advantage for the others. This is because Hymas had just started stepping up and just started showing the boys that he is a top contender to be worried about. It is nice to see other riders, sponsors, and fans commenting and encouraging support on his Instagram post.
Just want to come in here and give you guys an update. Just want to say thank you for all the kind words the last couple days while I've been trying to figure things out. But yeah, unfortunately, I have a fully torn ACL in my right knee. Luckily, it's looking like that's the only thing that's wrong right now. I have a sprained MCL and a little bit of contusion to my meniscus, but right now it's not looking too bad. So yeah, definitely a bummer. It's gut-wrenching. It's been a couple hard days for me trying to just process it, but now I'm looking forward to getting this thing fixed and coming back next year strong. But I'm gonna go to Vanderbilt next week and get this thing fixed up, and then head out to Cali and work with Doc G and get me right. So once again, thank you guys for all the kind wishes. Not the news I want to be sharing, but we're gonna move forward past this. I've done this before, so it's not gonna stop me now. So thank you guys.
It's important, good sportsmanship, but also, to name a few, Dean Wilson with an Armstrong emoji telling Chance you got this. Alpine Stars letting him know it's just a bump in the road. Adam Cincerillo says keep your head up. Even Jordan Smith saying bummed for you, dude. You've been ripping and I know all the injuries can be tough. And that Hymas will have a long career ahead of him. Chance is as tough as they come. So when we saw him in pain at High Point, we knew it was serious, said Brandon Wilson, manager of racing and advertising at American Honda. We're gutting to have the injury confirmed, as he was just beginning to show his true potential with a dominant 1-1 sweep at the Thunder Valley National a couple weeks ago. On a positive side, Chance's past experiences mean he knows exactly how to tackle this challenge. He has our full support, and we know that he'll come out on the other side stronger than ever. Next focus is for Chance Hymas to go under surgery in Nashville, Tennessee to make the repairs, and we wish him all the best. Now, will Joe Shimoda step up and make some gains since he has the 250 Honda team stress on his shoulders? You tell me in the comments down below.
What the dog doing?
Fans of the sport have recently been talking about Jorge Prado, and it's not good. They are wondering what is going on with him or the Kawasaki team. We know there are some issues and arguments that have been going on with their riders. But is Prado a major bust? Many have been saying he is a major letdown. They have been left disappointed in his performance and stats. Jorge has had nothing but problems one after the next, and it seems like he is becoming fed up. Last time we spoke about him, we talked about an interview he had where he had said he wants more power, and if they were to give him that, he would nail the whole shots. He comes to the sport here in America after being a two-time MXGP and MX2 Motocross world champion. The Spanish rider was signed to a deal with KTM at age 11 all the way to 23 years old in 2024. A strong 13-year relationship that won 4 FIM Motocross World Championships. With quite the background and extensive and impressive resume, many expected more from him in the AMA Motocross series. I wanted to see what fans are truly saying and what is next for him in the States and in the sport of Supercross and Motocross. Will there still be a future spot for him available? According to my research on Reddit and community groups for the sport online, I found a few opinions that I think have some substance to have concern and discussion about. One person had wrote, I think the switch from steel frame to aluminum is at the core of his struggles, and I haven't heard that talked about much. He's been on an Australian brand maybe his entire professional career. Remember when Sexton switched from Honda to KTM? He did not look comfortable. It took him a while to get up to speed and get consistent. He didn't move to a new continent and enter 2 new series he's never raced in before with completely different formats that he's used to, like Prado is doing. Sexton did explicitly say it took him longer to get used to the steel frame than he thought it would. That being said, 23 finishes for 17th overall last weekend at High Point is really bad. According to the Talking Heads, he should be top 10 on a stock bike. Vial said High Point is not like a Euro track, like we all thought, but he still got the podium. Another added, plus the injury preseason wouldn't have helped, could be having pain or strength issues. Another fan suggested it's the production rule that I see not a lot of people talking about. He can't make any changes to his frame's stiffness, shock location, can't make any crazy motor changes, do those changes to a team that can't is a big jump, especially from a steel frame to aluminum. So that is a good point. You know, he's used to being able to say, okay, I need this a little tighter, I need this a little looser, and he doesn't have that status here. Someone thought that it's not the team that can't do the changes, it's the AMA that won't allow them, correct? It is sort of lame seeing how much more tech goes into the Eurobikes when America is stuck on having to run production style setups. These guys are pro racers. Let them change whatever the fuck they want. Everyone knows when they pick a stock bike, the motor is nothing like what they have at the track. And another added, yes, the team can't make any drastic changes because of the production rule. I personally like it as, 1, you know what your bike is capable of when you buy it, and 2, whether the rules in place found a way to make the front. For the motor side, yes, you're not going to have the same performance engine as a pro like Tomac and Prado, but the platinum for the modifications have to still be based off of them. Over in Europe, KTM can have 5 guys riding with all different bikes, frame, engine, and suspension. The production rule also evens the playing field for the privateers who are barely making it as is. How can they ever have a chance of competing when Prado's bike ain't even close to what they bought at their local dealership? You can't, nor do they have the money to drop $100K on a race bike. But I couldn't help but see many people comment the same thing, that he should have never gone on Gypsy Tales, and apparently say that he can and will smoke Jett in the races. What do you guys think? If you ask me, yeah, he definitely shouldn't have said that, being totally new to this game. You need to always come in with some high level of respect. Race them all first before running your mouth and making enemies. In a recent Racer X article, Jorge claimed that his dropback was a result to arm pump. So here is an article from Racer X online. Jorge Prado on the High Point first moto fade was getting arm pump, which caused me to drop back a bit. Wah, wah, wah. Jorge Prado's first full championship in the U.S. continues to be an uphill battle after an issue resulted in a DNF, did not finish, in the second moto of the Thunder Valley National. He scored 23rd place and 0 points in Moto 2 of the second moto at High Point National over the weekend. His 8 moto finishes to date have been 7, 6, 12, 5, 8, 39th, 12th, and 23rd, and his overall finishes 6th, 9th, 13th, and 17th repeatedly. The Monster Energy Kawasaki rider was battling RJ Hampshire for 6th early in the first moto before fading. Cody Schock and Benoit Patrol were battling over 10th place late in the race, and both riders straight up passed Prado. By the end of the race, Prado was half a lap and almost a full minute behind Hampshire, who finished 6th. The post-race Kawasaki release noted Prado started to tighten up mid-moto, and he confirmed it was arm pump. The Kawasaki press release said the following. In 450 Moto 1, Prado shot out of the gate with incredible start, just mere feet away from clenching his first hole shot. After rounding the first turn in second place, he was shuffled back by the fierce competition to 6th. Anderson pulled a solid start, putting himself in the top 10 right away. Prado locked in and went to work on his competition, posting his fastest lap on lap 6 to make the pass for 5th place. Anderson sat in 9th at the start of the moto and also clocked his fastest lap on lap 6. While starting to push towards the front, Prado started to tighten up mid-moto and would drop back to 12th place, where he would ultimately finish. Anderson would cross the line in 7th place at Moto 1. In 450 Moto 2, the rain returned as the gate dropped. Anderson pulled another strong start and made incredible passes in the first 2 corners to move into 4th. Prado started inside the top 10, but was shuffled back to mid-pack by the end of lap 1. Anderson settled into 5th place, but as the race continued, the rain intensified, causing Anderson to toss his goggles. The number 21 would suffer a late race tip over that pushed him back to 7th. Prado battled against his competitors and the treacherous track conditions all race long. Minutes left due to lightning and a severe thunderstorm approaching. With the race abruptly ending, Anderson claimed 7th and Prado took 23rd to finish Moto 2. Prado said the following in the post-race release. It was a difficult weekend. After first qualifying session, we made some changes that helped me put a fast lap together for second qualifying. In the first moto, I had a pretty good start, but I struggled the first lap to get some passes and was getting arm pump, which caused me to drop back a bit. The second moto was a mud fest. Hopefully now with the next 2 weeks, we can improve a lot and bounce back for the next part of the season. Hopefully we can make some big changes and improve to be battling up front. We caught up with Petrel and Valtine for our best post-race ever video, and Jason Wygett asked Petrel about how often he caught and passed Prado in an MXGP race. Yeah, I think I never did in MXGP, he responded. I think we cannot put Jorge, we cannot forget the champion. Also for him, new time. So I think one day he will again be at top like he was in MXGP. So that was nice. Yeah, to pass him. I was happy. Petrel has been riding well this summer. He says he never came close to battling 2-time MXGP champion Prado. He knows Prado has more than his results and riding show. I think he can do better, but also the level in US is really fast, he had added. I think in Europe, he started in the front and he can manage his win. But now with Jett, Tomac, and stuff, you have champions so fast, so you need to learn and focus. Could the Southwick National be a turning point for Prado? After a weekend off, we will find out. Do you think we'll see some sort of improvement from Prado himself, or the bike's performance changes, if made or approved? Make sure you share your thoughts, opinions on this in the comments down below. Your engagement means a lot to me, and it helps me with my research as well when looking into the likability of a rider and or insight on what may be going on, a theory or an answer that I just might be missing. Thank you for joining me, and make sure you hit that like button. And if you love Supercross and Motocross just as much as me, you need to subscribe. All the information mentioned has been in the media and or published print and is public opinions and speculations. Always do your own research to make and come to your own conclusions. I'm Linda, and that's for the record, Your Honor.